If there were one conversation to have, if there were one aspect of our society that we could confront and embrace and shift our paradigm around everything we're experiencing right now, from the hysteria of fear to the overreactions of principles and mandates and restrictions, I believe all of that would completely shift and more or less melt away. And that is the reality of death. We live in a death phobic society, a death phobic culture where it's hidden away. Both birth and death, two of the most incredible and amazing sacred experiences of life, are pretty much relegated to the confines of hospitals and the medical industry. What if we shifted that? What if we changed that? For myself, I've been lucky and blessed to have had both my children born at home. I was there to witness it in the safety, the beauty, the comfort of our own homes, and it was incredible experience. Death, I have very little experience with. Obviously, me personally, I'm still alive. But you know what I mean? Like, I have known people who have died, had relatives that have died, but it's all been at an arm's length. And a lot of us, we just go along until it happens, and then we have to confront it. We have to think about it. We have to reflect on it. And in life, there's that old saying, there are only two guarantees in life: death and taxes. So do you not also think that where people's mindset is at, this absolute hysteria over this virus, has to do with our fear of death, our non-acceptance of it? I mean, the medical industry is so much for life at any cost. And of course, life is wonderful, it's amazing, it's beautiful. We should hang on to it and cherish it for all that we can. But there does come a time where we will need to let go, where it is time, and it is time to transition and to embrace that. So whatever that is for you, for me, right? It's to think, it's to reflect, it's to meditate, it's to have conversations with family, with friends, with, just kind of bring it more out into society and embrace death, embrace that sickness and disease does happen. How can we shift that narrative? I really feel that there's a key here that can be common ground for all of us, and it's something that we need to move forward collectively. Some of the great work that I've come across in this area, Stephen Jenkinson, he wrote a book called Die Wise. There's Grief Walker, I think, is a documentary online about him. There's lots of talks and things you can listen to him. And very profound, very valuable insights into this inevitable and sacred time of life, and shifting the narrative, shifting the paradigm around death. I feel that is one positive step we can all take that maybe might not seem like it has a direct impact or an immediate effect on shifting things, but I think it can. I think, how many people, if we had a completely different relationship with death, if we took seniors as an example, right, who, when they go into a nursing home, it's less than 12 years, or so 12 months rather, right? So less than a year, the average life expectancy. If someone goes into a nursing home, long-term care facility, it really is. It's that acknowledgement of, this is the end. You've got a few months left on average, and what a different conversation that could be if we lived in a culture that recognized that and was able to accept that. And I mean, I can't speak to that position because I'm not there, but I would like to imagine that when I come to that time of life and I recognize it's my time to go, that I hope not to fear death. I hope to acknowledge it, recognize it, embrace that it's my time, and embrace those around me versus, oh, we got to put up more barriers, we have to put up more walls, we got to preserve, my life at any cost, and whatever is left of it. And, you know, that's what I'm reflecting on. I'm not saying that anyone should do anything different for themselves, but other than really come to terms with our own mortality and have those conversations, have those reflections, and have a healthy relationship with that idea and that inevitable. And anyways, we've got a beautiful season right now that is about that passing, that is about that transition. It's a good time to reflect. Let me know what you think.